Hello, everyone. Here's your weather hazard briefing for Monday, October 10th. Breezy and cooler to start out this week. The winds will be strongest today and tomorrow. Not terribly strong, but certainly some wind gusts out there. Now, this system we've been talking about continues to trend further to the east. It will still be cooler. The chance of a shower up around Island Park tomorrow is getting closer to that slim and none category. After we get this system coming through, we're right back to dry conditions with the blocking pattern setting up across the western part of the country heading into the upcoming weekend. Northwest flow on satellite this morning, trying to bring a few patches of higher cloud cover our direction today, but that system that is moving down along and east of the divide, still up across Canada, that will be pushing through later on tonight and into the day on Tuesday. The weather risk outlook, the breezy conditions, mainly lower elevations, the Snake Plain, Magic Valley, the southeast highlands, the south hills, up around Chalice and Mackay, we'll see some gusty winds. Also up around Limhi County. For tomorrow, especially we get it later in the day, the wind pattern shifts a little bit. It'll still be breezy across Limhi County, up and across the central mountains as well. We lose a lot of the wind as the wind becomes more northerly over the Snake Plain, but the Magic Valley, South Hills, the southern and southeastern highlands, it will remain a bit breezy for the day tomorrow. So looking at how close those showers will be for tomorrow, we go into the overnight hours. We'll start here at midnight. You go through the overnight hours. You see up in portions of southwestern and south central Montana some showers pushing. You'll notice they really don't get much farther than, Livingston, Cook City. The chance of seeing a shower, you can count that with the number of fingers on one hand. That's how low it is, and that's probably even pushing it. So if we see a sprinkler or shower near Island Park tomorrow, it's going to be very, very isolated, and honestly, probably at this point, we could call it zero, but we're not quite ready to do that yet. So anyway, those showers pretty much move out during the afternoon hours tomorrow across Montana and into Wyoming, and as quick as it's here and quick as it's gone, we're back to dry conditions. So for this afternoon, still plenty of 70s across the lower elevations, 50s and 60s if you headed up into the high country. Some gusty winds, mainly across the Snake Plain, the Magic Valley area, 25 to 35 mile-an-hour gusts. A lot of other areas seeing 20 to 25 mile-an-hour gusts later on this afternoon and this evening. For tomorrow, temperatures into the 30s and 40s when you wake up in the morning again. Copper Basin, Stanley Basin, mid-upper teens it looks like. But we do see a noticeable cool down versus today in some areas as much as 10 degrees cooler for tomorrow afternoon, 40s and 50s in the mountains. We might eke out a 70 over in the portions of the Magic and Treasure Valleys, but not many places will get out of the 60s tomorrow for the warm spots. Going into those wind gusts, for tomorrow afternoon, 25 to 35. You'll notice they'll be shifting into the Magic Valley, the Treasure Valleys, down into the South Hills, and a few pockets of 20 to 25 across the eastern and southeastern highlands during the day tomorrow. For Wednesday, much cooler across the entire region. Stanley Basin, Copper Basin, 10 to 15 degrees for Wednesday morning. 20s, Bear Lake up into the Island Park area. A lot of areas have seen frost and freeze on a widespread basis, but for folks across the Snake Plain and the Magic Valley, this will likely be the first event where we're going to have to worry about some widespread frost and freeze conditions in those areas. For Wednesday afternoon, we're going to warm it up a couple of degrees. A few more folks might push just barely above 70 in the afternoon. Going to Thursday, we continue the slow warm-up. We tempered that Friday into Saturday. We set right on the eastern edge of the ridge that's building to our west. We have a couple of very weak systems that brush the divide. They're weaker than the one coming through tomorrow, and most of it's farther to the east, but it's going to keep us from warming up too much Friday and into Saturday at least. But still, 60s and 70s in the lower elevations. Not much of a breeze coming through, at least for Friday. Maybe into the weekend we'll have a little more wind. But like we said, some gusty winds with the system passing to our east tomorrow. Those winds will be there today and tomorrow. Still cooler, but not much in the way of precipitation. 5% chance at best for a shower up around Island Park. Otherwise, we're back to dry conditions and high pressure setting up over us heading into the weekend. Have a great Monday, and do stay safe out there, everyone.